Hey guys, Sean here. So I'm going to read a Reddit user who's basically saying that, well, let me just read what they're saying. That would be better, right? I'm just going to read what they're saying instead of saying, basically what they're kind of saying is, how about I just read it? How about, Sean, you stop wasting our time and actually read it? Reddit user, BPNAVE, BipNav, Reddit user BipNav, can we stop calling pop culture quotes like Luke or no/Luke, I'm your father, and life is/was like a box of chocolates Mandela effects when their non-paranormal source is obvious? So that's his title, and then he has a little, and then the body or the message. But just to let you know, what this person is describing, when people make false positive reports of Mandela effects, specifically with regards to like movie changes, movie quotes, stuff like that. Yeah, legit. There's plenty of it. There's plenty of examples, and it's not like I can say like this person, proof. But there's plenty of situations, plenty of examples that yeah, people are making false positive reports because they heard the quote a bunch of times the wrong way. Just assume that's what the movie says. Yes, there are plenty of false positives, but the problem I have is when someone tries to take that leap, it's going to be a failed leap. Let me tell you, a failed leap that all reports are false, because that's as bullshit as you can get. Right here, pop culture quotes, the incorrect version, because those incorrect versions work better as quotes and always have. So yeah, somebody is repeating a quote from a movie incorrectly, and that's very popular, and lots of people are repeating it incorrectly, and then people just assume that's what it said in the movie. Sure, of course. That makes perfect sense. Of course that happens sometimes. And what Mandela effect? Yeah. So there's going to be plenty of times where people assume that it's changed. Whoa, but it really didn't. But there's plenty of times where it did. Thus, you and everyone else have heard the exact, intentionally incorrect versions. 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, or more. 1,000 times pushing it, but I understand your point. More compared to the correct version. So basically, people are saying the wrong version way more than the correct version, because that's like the popular version. Like mirror, mirror on the wall. It is if the only evidence, quote unquote, is a fallible memory as opposed to an unsolved, why does everyone remember it the same way, then it's not a Mandela effect. Focus on the ones that make no sense, not the ones that have a shaky, if any, support. All right, so I think this person's open to Mandela effect. The Reddit user specifically, I wasn't targeting when I said people who say that Mandela effect is completely, all of them are false positives. They're like, no way, that's completely hogwash, but not for this person. Actors are people too. People who have heard the incorrect version way more than any of us have, especially around the release, and far dwarfing the amount of times they looked at or read from that portion of the script. So yeah, sometimes actors even saying it wrong because it's the false one was perpetuated so much. Yep, sometimes that happens. It's of course some people's. Who knows the exact percentage or numbers, but there's plenty of people's reporting that it's a Mandela effect for them, but they're mistaken. They just assumed that it was one way, but it wasn't. But they've heard it that way so many times, they assumed that was it. And then when they realize it's the different quote, they think it's a reality shift, and it wasn't. But there are so many times it was. So, yeah, I don't feel like getting into why is certain Mandela effects definitely real for me. Some videos I shout loud about that, but this one, no. I'm just going to kind of close with that. Hope you guys are doing well. Do something kind for some stranger. Make the world a better place. Butterfly effect. Change your vibration. Move to a different reality. More similar to what you're giving off inside. What's going on down in here and here. That's going to dictate what world you live in. Somebody once said, be the change you want to see in the world. That is such a literal, deep truth. It blows me away.